One of the areas that we want to discuss now with the Perfect Connection golf swing is an important fundamental, and that is the grip. One of the problems that I hate hearing about mainstream golf is how they talk about keep the club in the fingers, grip it tight, grip it loose. There's all these differing opinions. Some say have 3 or 4 knuckles showing. You know, some instructors teach have 0 knuckles showing. There's all this wide array of information, and nothing works for you. It's like, hey, this may work for this person, it may work for this person. All instruction may be good, but none of it is good for everyone. And the problem is everyone is built differently. So what we want to discuss here is, first off, the left hand position. And what we're going to discuss here is that we want the left hand grip in the fingers. That is correct. That's what we want. So if you hold the club here, basically from the base pad of your pinky through the little notch here in your index finger, just like that, that's where we want it. That left hand will come and sit on top. How many knuckles should I see? We'll get to that in a second, okay? Because that's going to differ for each person. So what we're looking for here is, as long as it's in the fingers and we can hinge our wrists up this way, that is going to be our major power source in our wrist, okay? If you could imagine at home, if you were to take a hammer and we took this club and we placed it, if you will, in the palm, I can't use my wrist very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my elbow. My strongest lever in my body is my wrist. So if we get it in the fingers, I can use this and create a tremendous power source in the golf swing. So the left hand sits in the fingers. The right hand in this case, what we want it to do is to sit from the base pad of the index finger down here to the meaty part, and you're just going to slide this hand down this way until it connects. At this point, you have one of 3 options. You can do the conventional overlap, you can do the interlock, or you could even do the 10-finger baseball grip. The Perfect Connection swing works for all those. It really doesn't matter, but it's the angle that we're after. A lot of times I see amateurs, they want to get the club because they've been told to get the club in the fingers, and what happens is you get that right hand on the fingers, and when you swing back, your hands become disconnected from the club. All right, remember, we want everything connected. So again, the left hand is in the fingers, the right hand is more palmy. A great experiment for you to do at home is to put your wrist in this position. That would be a finger position, and you can see with 2 fingers I could take your hand and hurt you. But from this position, it's a position of strength, and that's what we're after. Let's talk about that left hand again. Let's talk about where should the knuckles be. In this case, you're going to want sort of an assistant or a friend to come in. I've got someone here, and all I'm going to do is place my hands on there. I've got my assistant just barely holding the club, and if I lean back, my joints will come into natural alignment. My left shoulder, left elbow, and left wrist. And if I've got my grip on there correct, the face will stay relatively square. If I put my hand on here for me, this way, and I lean back, the face closes quite a bit. In this case, I'm going to put my hand on there very much to the left, which would be termed weak, and as I lean back, the face opens. So what would actually happen here is if my grip gets on there what is conventionally strong and I lean back, that face will actually close. If I get it on here weak and I lean back, my joints will come into alignment and the face would open. So if you get it on there for you, whichever way that is, and you lean back, that face will stay relatively square just like that, or it should stay perfectly square. That's how you know what the proper grip is for you at home. Like I said, everyone's built differently. If you can get your joints into natural alignment, that's what's going to happen at impact. That's how we reduce injury. So again, the grip, left hand in the fingers, right hand more in the palm. As far as grip pressure goes, it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, you hear Sam Snead say, hold it like a bird. You know what? If you ever shook hands with Sam Snead, he has very strong hands. So for him, that grip pressure felt light, okay? In the golf swing or during different shots on the golf course, the grip pressure changes. When you're in the rough, you actually grip it a lot tighter, okay? But what we're looking for here is a somewhat firm grip, but there is a difference between having a firm grip here and firm wrists. You can see, in this case, my fingers are on here relatively tightly, but my wrists are very supple and loose. That is the key, and that's what mainstream golf instruction does not teach. They focus only on grip pressure, and grip pressure is not as important as much as it is having a firm hold on this club, not tight, but firm, with loose wrists. So the Perfect Connection golf swing, again, what we're looking to do is use your wrists as a major power source while the body guides it, And then from that situation, we're going to reduce your risk of injury and allow you to hit a lot straighter, more powerful shots.